Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So my name is Ankit and I'm working as a software developer at IBM. And in this video, I will be showing you the AWS Cloud Support Engineer preparation material and notes which have been sharing with you guys. So if you have still not uh, got access to it, or if you have not bought it yet, or you don't know about it, I will be showing you what all it contains and how cheap it is and what value you're getting with it. So I will be showing you and I'll share my screen and I'll just go through whatever content is there in my drive folder, which is there basically. So I ask for you to pay me 499 and then I give you access to my drive folder through which you can access whatever content is there in that. So let me share my screen and show you. So, okay. So this is the form which I share with you guys to fill after you do the payment. So in here, all the details are there that how much you have to pay and where you have to pay. So basically this QR code is there, which you have to scan, or you can enter my UPI ID, which is there here. So once you scan this, you have to pay 499 to me if you're in India. And if you're outside India, then you can send that $10. Uh, and for international payments, you can use Wise or Remitly. Okay, so these work. And once you have made the payment, then you have to fill this form. So basically, you have to fill all the details here. So you have to give your full name, your email ID on which you want the access. So I'll be sharing my Drive folder with you on this email ID. Then UPI transaction ID you would have got once you make the UPI payment. So that transaction ID, I need it here. Some people fill their own UPI ID in this text form and they don't pay and they just fill the form with their UPI ID. So that is not valid. And I won't be sharing notes to those people. So some of these responses here, which I have are like that. And then phone number is optional. You don't have to give. If you want, you can give. Not required. But yeah, any comments and suggestions, if you want, you can give me. And that is pretty much here in the form. So let me move to my drive folder now. So in my drive folder, this is the main folder where I have categorized it into different company roles which I had given interview for and whatever questions were asked to me in that. So first of all, you can see the resume which I used to get shortlisted at that point of time. So I was using a very simple resume, but yeah, I had given my experience elaborately and my skills also related to whatever role I was applying for. So these skills and this experience is for my system engineer experience, which I had of 3 years, and I was using this to apply to the companies. And I was shortlisted in all of these AWS, Dish, Nielsen, PhonePe, and many other companies were there. Uh, Out of which I got offer from one, which is not there here. But yeah, in AWS I had like went on till completed all the rounds, but then finally they didn't make me an offer. Uh, and in Dish, I think I went on 2 to 3 rounds. Nielsen also all rounds I had done, but after that I didn't get any response. PhonePe I had given I think 2 rounds. Yeah, the second round was very hard. I couldn't do it because it was for SRE level and it was little complicated. So I have both the rounds questions which were asked to me. So all these are not important. I guess most of you who watch my videos are uh, asking the notes only for AWS Cloud Support Engineer role, and it is applicable for both Cloud Support Engineer and Cloud Support Associate. And I have created roadmaps as well for becoming a cloud engineer to complete your Linux, and this is also complete cloud engineer roadmap. So these two you can follow to become cloud engineer if you're interested in cloud or want to get into DevOps or something like that. So these roadmaps will also very much help you. Let's get into AWS Cloud Support Engineer and see what is there in this. So unlike other company ka material like Dish and all, just questions are there. There is not much. See Nielsen also 1 round ka questions I have given. Phone Pay 2 rounds ka question I have given. But in AWS Cloud Support Engineer, you get all the notes which I had prepared while I was preparing for this interview. So I had prepared all Linux and networking notes. So these are those in two PDFs. They are divided. And then my phone, this is not my phone screen interview, but I asked someone on LinkedIn who had given this, and their questions I asked, what questions were asked to them. And then those I have put here. Okay, and more questions, what you can expect also, they are there here. So once you start preparing on all this, it will be very easy to clear these interviews because most of the questions they get repeated, and Linux and networking there is not much to ask anyways. So this was phone screen one. Then we have Linux ka notes which are typed ones. So I have my handwritten notes as well, and if you don't understand my handwriting, there are typed notes for both Linux and networking which I have compiled while I was preparing online through some sources. So all that is there. And if you study these and if you study this managerial round, because it happens for cloud support associate, only one managerial round will happen. For cloud support engineer, two managerial rounds will happen, and two technical rounds are common for both the roles. One technical round will be on Linux, one technical round will be on networking. Okay, this is the most common one, and in some specific domain-related cloud support engineer roles, they can ask you more on database or security or Windows or big data or like many kind of specific roles are there. So for those also, I have given here notes on that. Otherwise, these three will cover everything: Linux, networking, and managerial roles. Okay, so in databases, I have Oracle and PostgreSQL ke questions. Then in security, I have asked two people who gave security interview round, and from them I got these questions, and I have given it here. Then for Windows as well, someone gave interview for Windows interview, and I have put the questions there, and same for big data as well. Then some of the answers I have compiled for uh, common occurring questions for managerial leadership principles. So in that I have just answered how I would based on my experience, and you can see this as a sample, and you can generate your own questions. Because for managerial leadership principles, you have to prepare beforehand for commonly asked questions. Okay, you can't make them up on the spot. It will be very difficult. So you have to be prepared with your answers, and it should be in star format. Okay. So this is AWS interview questions. Huh. So if you want to prepare, here I have compiled all the top technical questions which were asked, which are commonly asked, and study plan and some resources and references and troubleshooting scenarios and behavioral leadership principle questions are there. So this is also a good small, if you want to prepare in a short time, just prepare all this, whatever is there, core topics area to prepare, and then go through all the questions which are there here, and you should be good because most of them will repeat in your interview. Okay. So this was the interview prep material which was shared with me by the recruiter. And you will probably also get this. And if you don't get it, you can see it here. So mostly they send me some topics which I had to prepare on before, and some questions came from this. Uh, the managerial, my managerial one and two ke questions are there here, and my technical round one question, my technical round two question. So I had two technical round and two managerial rounds. So all the questions are there here. I think I should group them in a folder as well. So I'll create a folder and I will write it my interview questions. Okay. Let me create that. Where is it? Yeah, right. So my managerial would also go inside that, and my technical would also go inside that. My technical round two would also go inside that. Okay, and these are just answers on my screen, and this is AWS. Um, this is like top technical questions. So I'll rename this as well. SEC interview questions for both technical and managerial. Okay. Then this was just prep material, whatever the recruiter sends. So in this, I didn't show you this folder, I guess. So managerial leadership principles. Uh, there's one question bank here. This one. This is the most important. So this, if you see for each of the leadership principle which Amazon has. So as you can see, it is Amazon confidential and it is not to be distributed to people outside. And this is what the interviewers who are actually interviewing you, they will be using. So they have this uh, principle here. They have a box here which are like concern, mild strength, strength. So if you answer whatever you're answering, right, they will see from here. So are you making good decisions? Are you applying experience? Are you so all these will count as your strengths and you will get points for that. And if your answer goes in this way, that you did not seek others' perspective, you relied on incorrect knowledge, or you became defensive when shown opposing points of view, all these are negative points for you. Okay. So these will impact your interview negatively. So you can see what how you have to answer, and then there are questions here which are commonly asked for this particular leadership principle. So first question is, tell me about a time when you didn't have enough data to make the right decision. Then what did you do? What part did you take, and all that. So based on how you answer, they will see like this, and they will give you points, and they can ask you further questions as well, because in 1 hour interview they only ask two, three questions max. Okay. So like that, there are 16 leadership principles for Amazon, and mostly they cover, I think, top four, five only, not all 16. So our write a lot is there. Bias for action is also definitely there. This is very important. Customer obsession is the most important one for them. And they do ask one question from here. So I have been asked this question two, three times in my interview. So first one I was asked in my first technical round, and then in my managerial rounds also I was asked this question. Went above and beyond for a customer. Okay, and this also you can see what strengths they are looking for and what would be negative impacts if you say something like this. So fails to meet customer commitments. If you lose and don't regain customers' trust, then all these are concerns and they will impact your interview negatively, and they will give you negative points, which will result in rejection of your application. Okay. So this you saw, right? This I think is the most important one for which I am charging that much. So because technical rounds anyways you can clear, but managerial is the most difficult one, which even I couldn't clear. So, and if you have this, I had didn't get it very early, but I got it later on from somewhere, and some jugaad I did, and I just got it. And you won't be able to find it easily on the internet. That is for sure. Okay. So this is most important one, and then in stories, I think some questions are there why you want to work for Amazon, but they never asked this. I also didn't get asked this. I also wasn't asked. Why did you leave your current job and all? I think some of the interviewers might ask if they're really curious, but even I didn't get, I wasn't asked this. Hmm. Uh, these are the good questions which are there. So some of the answers I have compiled here for and beyond for a customer. So these answers are based on my experience. I was working at Cerner, and some sample answers I have created for commonly asked questions, which you can go through. And main thing is to prepare from this question bank itself, see the leadership principle. Just pick 4 or 5 leadership principle because 16 is a lot to cover, and for every 16 of them, if you prepare for 2 3 questions also, it will become too much. So just take 4 or 5 leadership principles, which are the top ones, which on which they mostly ask the questions. I think I have mentioned that in some of my video. Um, yeah, it is basically just the first 5 6 principles, and from that, just do 2 to 3 questions from each leadership principle. And I think that question you can repeat for some other question as well. It will make sense somehow because the leadership principle is same. Okay, and in one single answer, you can include 2 3 leadership principles as well. Just uh, um, create your answer in a way like that. I think that is all. So all this notes you're getting for just 499. I think 499 ka if you go outside and buy a pizza, you'll spend this much, right? So just one day, and it is just one time investment, right? And you're getting so much for just lifetime access it is. So I think it is a very good deal, and you should buy it if you haven't yet. Many of my subscribers and viewers have got it. I have got 93 responses. In this, out of 93, I think 10 15 would be the bad ones, which like they haven't paid, or there are multiple, they have submitted the form multiple times. So like that, some responses are there, but I think around 80 people though would have bought it. Okay, so you can see that I'm getting good response and many people are buying. So you also should buy, and it is definitely a good investment for you and your career. And you can follow these roadmaps which are there here to become a cloud engineer. Okay, let's rename this as a roadmap to cloud engineer. Cool. I'll see you in next video. If you have any doubts, put them below in the comment section and I'll go through that. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.